Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Mariam, and today we are going to talk about the little tips that we can take to keep ourselves healthy in the summer season. Summer is at its full swing, and we are having very high temperatures ranging between 30 degrees to 40 degrees, and at places even higher. Many of the places are having a very high humidity level, so we are sweating a lot, and at other places the humidity level is less, but the heat is too exhausting and baking, and we are still feeling all the heat effects. So there are little measures that you can take to keep yourselves fit in this situation. The very first thing is that try not to go out during the peak sun hours, that would be between 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. But that is not practical and not possible for all of us. Those people who have to go to work, the children who have to go to school, children who have to go to colleges and universities, they just cannot stay indoors. So you need to take some precautionary measures. First of all, when we are going out during these hours, wear loose clothings in pure materials such as cottons, lawns, cotton jerseys, so that they can give you a good ventilation and keep you cool. Then the colors that you choose, they need to be light, because light colors, they reflect the light and keep you cool, whereas the dark colors, they absorb the light and tend to make you feel more warm. Then you must cover your heads and faces. For that, you can use your pea caps, you can use broad brimmed hats, you can use your scarves, you can use your dupattas, or you can use umbrellas when you're going out. The eyes need sun protection too, because the ultraviolet rays are very high, and if there is a prolonged exposure for long time for people who are working out in the sun, like masons, like workers, like painters, like construction workers, like sports persons, then prolonged exposure for many years can lead to early cataracts due to these extra ultraviolet ray absorption. So cover your eyes with sunglasses. This is the time to flaunt your fancy goggles. And the very first time eye makeup was done was in Egypt. They started putting very thick eyeshadows. That was to protect their eyelids from the direct sunlight. Then you have to protect your skin also from these ultraviolet rays and extra dehydration. For that, you can use your sun protective factor, the SPF. For our part of the world, SPF 30 is minimum to give us sun protection, from 30 to 60 depending on your different activities. If you are living in other countries where the sun might not be that strong, then even an SPF lesser than 30 can work for you. Then the skin, as there is excessive sweating, it can get dehydrated. The entire body can get dehydrated. And we know that 70% of the human body is water. Therefore, we need to replenish this water content of the body. Then in sweating, it is not just water, but there are mineral salts also, there are electrolytes also which are lost. So all these have to be replaced. So drink water frequently. For us, normal people who are at home, we need 1.5 to 2 liters of water, and for those who are out in the sun, who are having different physical activities, they need even more water, up to 3 liters, up to 4 liters. Easy calculation is that the normal glass that you have is about 250 ml. So 4 glasses are going to make up 1 liter of water. 12 glasses will be 3 liters of water. So drink between 3 liters to 4 liters, or little less if you're just staying at home. Then you must add fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet. Fresh juices are very good. Lemonade, it replenishes your electrolytes as well as the water content. You can add some salt in it and sugar in it, make a very tasty drink out of it. You should have lassi, add little salt in it to make you go away with the dehydration. But those people who are having high blood pressure, they will be very careful with the salt usage, because we do not want their blood pressures to rise. And those who have diabetic problem, they cannot use the extra sugars. So you have to balance yourself depending on your own other health conditions. Then salads are a must. Salads give us lots of water content, especially cucumbers. They are very good for us in the summer season, and plus they also help to keep our weight gain in control. Then the fruits that we choose are the seasonal ones because God has made them in that way that they are needed in this season. So you can have as much of the watermelons, the cantaloupes, the melons, the different kinds of berries that are in the market, even mangoes, and all the peaches and plums, everything that is good for you. But those with the higher water content will keep you well hydrated also. But be very sure not to eat overripe fruits and not to overeat. Take small meals in smaller portions and take them again and again so that the stomach does not get heavy at one time and it gets difficult for the stomach to digest them. Overripe, although they are very sweet, but they are not easy to digest and they can easily upset your stomach. The fizzy drinks, caffeinated drinks, too much of teas and coffees are not too good in the summer season, so try to keep them in control. 1 to 2 cups of tea or coffee a day is good enough. Then, for the other things that you can eat, do not eat too spicy and too oily foods. It is very difficult to digest them. Eat the lighter versions, eat the good vegetables, the gourds, and all those things which are lightly cooked in spite of putting, do not put a lot of oil in those things so that they can be digested easily. Then avoid the food that has been cooked and kept out for too long because it can get spoiled very easily. And do not even eat any undercooked food. And again, I've told you the quantity needs to be small, but keep on repeating it many times a day. So take care of all these little things and the summer is not going to bother you. Then physical exercise is also a must to keep you healthy, but you have to choose the working hours for this, your workouts and your exercise. Try choosing the evening times so that the temperature gets little less and you're not exposed to direct sunlight. Taking care of all these things will keep you safe and keep you healthy in this summer. But in spite of all this, if you are out in the sun for too long, you can get heat exhaustion or heat stroke, which might even get dangerous. So you need to recognize the difference between the two. If you are out for a long time, then you will be sweating too much, you may feel faint, you may feel dizzy, your pulse is going to get rapid, but it will be very weak and thready. You might have nausea and you might have vomitings. And what you need to do in this case, you need to take all these measures. Please go in a cool place, in a shaded place, take in sips of water, take in those drinks like lassi and lemonade, and cool yourself down. But if you can't do that, you have not recognized these symptoms, then the heat exhaustion can progress on to heat stroke. So in heat stroke, the dizziness is going to change into a throbbing kind of headache. The extra sweating will go away because you have lost too much of water and your body has become dehydrated, so there will be no sweating at all. The temperature will not be low in this case due to extra sweating, but in this case, as there is no more water left in the body, so the temperature is going to get very high. It will be more than 103. And in the same way, the nausea and vomiting might still be there, and the pulse is going to be again rapid, but it is going to be strong, not thready like in heat exhaustion. You might even lose consciousness in heat stroke. So these are the warning signs, these are the warning symptoms. When you need to rush to a hospital, you need to contact a doctor who is going to replenish your fluid level of the body, your electrolyte balance of the body, and bring you back to health. So recognize these symptoms and rush to a doctor if needed. Otherwise, take care of the things already mentioned and enjoy your summer. Thank you, and inshallah we'll meet again with another topic. Allah Hafiz.